to Vlogmas. Can you guess what I'm doing today? With a paper plate, piece of ribbon, some card pegs and a box of Twinings tea bags? Well, I'm making a gift that cost me just £3.50 because the little pegs cost me 50p and I already had the paper plate and ribbon. We are going to be making a tea bag wreath for those tea lovers out there, and like I said, this is a very inexpensive gift. These cost me £3 as they are on the club card deal. I got these in the charity shop for 50p. If you don't have these, you can just use paper clips, but 50p for these. And I already had the ribbon and the paper plate, so let's get to it. Now, you do want tea bags that come in little individual packets, so be sure when you buy whatever flavours you're buying, whatever ones you're buying, that they're the ones that come in the little packets. You want to cut the centre out of your paper plate. I'm saving this because my son will probably do crafts with that. So you've got your basic wreath shape. If you've got a little wreath, you know, the little wire frames or an old coat hanger, that would work too. But a paper plate, nice and cheap, nice and easy. I have attached my ribbon first because I want this in place before I start loading up the tea bags. And what I'm going to do is basically clip them all with the pegs around the outside of the paper plate. And this is where you'd use paper clips if that's what you've got, and you build up your wreath like this. This is by no means a new idea. People have been making like tea wreaths and coffee wreaths for a long time, but I wanted to see if I could make it cheaply, and I knew who would appreciate this, so here we are. Here I am making a tea bag wreath. And I think £3.50 is not bad at all. And it's Twinings, it's not cheap tea, so that's a bonus. And it's something that's not going to sit around the house like things people feel like they need to keep. They can just whip the tea bags off it if they want to pop them in the cupboard, or just hang it up and use them. And once it's done, it's done. And the little paper plate can be shoved in the recycling. And I love gifts like that, gifts that don't clutter up your house or clutter up somebody else's house. So this is perfect. And there you have it, a quick little tea bag wreath for the tea lovers in your life. I think it's quite nice to present it like this as it feels a bit more festive. And like I said, £3.50. How cute is that? Love it. I have 9 left, I think. Yeah, 9. This size one took 11. I might try and make a smaller one and make an extra gift. So rather than use the outside of the plate, we're using the inner part because this is smaller. And we're going to make another gift. So for £3.50, I technically have 2 gifts. And that's another little wreath done. I had to swap out the pattern a little bit here, otherwise there'd be 2 creams together. But I'm very happy with that. My son has told me he wants to give this to one of his teachers. We've got wine that we have in the cupboard for his 2 main teachers. He has 2 teachers at job share, but one of them has actually only been covering another teacher for maternity, if that makes sense. And that teacher is going to be back right before Christmas. She's done a few lessons, some taster sessions with them to get them used to having a different teacher, and he said he wants to give her this. So she's got something as well for Christmas. So that is what's happening with this spare one. Just got to make sure I've got the pegs on properly before I gift it. Job's a good one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video.